Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a chit. Oh wow, I didn't even do my eyebrows. What in the world? Much better. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a little chit chat video. I'm going to try and keep this really straight to the point and short. Hopefully I don't jinx myself, because usually when I say I'm going to make a video short, it ends up being like 12 minutes. So first things first, all the giveaway winners have been contacted and all the prizes have been sent out except for one. I had to contact a different winner because one of the winners did not respond within 48 hours. So if you won, you already know who you are and you've already received your package, except for one person, which I will be mailing that out tomorrow. Next thing is school. I started school last week Monday, and if some of you guys noticed, then there were 3 weeks out of the summer. It was more so recently. It wasn't like the most recent 3 weeks, but anywho, there were 3 weeks out of the summer recently that I did film and upload videos almost every single day, and I kind of did that because I knew that this semester was going to be very hectic for me, and I knew that I was going to be limited on my free time. When I do have free time, then I want to be sleeping or I want to be studying. So I kind of did that as a way, like, hey guys, like, I'm going to be MIA soon, but I want to crank out these videos while I can. So essentially what I'm trying to say is school has started. I'm also working 2 jobs, so I'm trying to figure out what are the best days to film. I'm still gonna try and put out at least 2 videos a week for you guys, just to keep giving you guys some cool content. Next up is video requests. If you guys, any particular videos that you do wanna see, then just comment them down below and I will be happy to pick out the ones that I think would be the best fit for my channel. If you guys wanna see more affordable wigs, let me know. If you wanna see more natural hair tutorials, let me know. I kind of asked these things because I really do want you guys' feedback, and I've noticed that some people respond really well to certain videos. Like some natural hair videos, people will watch it, and then other ones people won't watch as much. So I want to be creating content that you guys are actually gonna watch. I don't want to just be putting out things and then nobody watches. So this next part is more of a chit chat portion rather than announcements. I just wanted to talk about this like past year of me being out of undergrad, kind of what it's been like, and just a few things that like I've had like epiphanies about, and like some self-realization and some kind of growth. So maybe you can relate, maybe you just like to hear people talk, I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. I'll start off the story with, essentially, I graduated on May 9th and I was living in an apartment at the time. So that apartment, you can't break your lease. You have to find someone to take over your sublease. Essentially, graduation came, I moved out that day, packed up the car, was ready to go. Nobody had taken over my sublease. While I was in school, my senior year, I did work a work-study position at the health center, and I thought this is great because it's gonna look good on my resume when I apply to pre-professional school. So I kind of wanted to keep up with the trend, and when I graduated, keep working in the healthcare field, so it looks good while I'm in school, doing all these things, showing that I'm really interested and dedicated. So I was applying for positions starting around late March, and I thought, you know, by the time I graduate and get interviewed and hired and all these things, it'll be right at the beginning of May, so it'll be a smooth transition. Basically, long story short, it wasn't. I didn't hear back from any of these places, and I was looking for somebody to take over the sublease of my apartment. Nobody took over the sublease, so I still had to pay the rent for May, June, July. I just applied for a lot of quick positions. I was like, I gotta get hired somewhere. So it started out that May, I worked 2 jobs. I worked at a restaurant and then I worked in retail. Then ultimately it kind of became too much, and I didn't really like working at the restaurant anymore, so I quit the restaurant. So just to give you guys a quick brief overview of what happened in my first year out of school, fall semester I took online classes, and the spring semester I took classes actually on campus. As far as working goes, I was trying to work full-time, especially in fall semester because I had the online classes, so it's kind of like you dictate when you have class. And then in the spring semester, I kind of like had to scale back a little bit because I was like, okay, school's gonna be more my focus. Since I'm not being made full-time, then I'm gonna focus more on school. School should always be your focus, but you know, I was trying to hustle in both aspects, if you know what I mean. So in the midst of all this, I was joking with my boyfriend one day and I said to him that I didn't really feel like I was making any friends, and I didn't have time to make friends just because I would go from school straight to work, and I just didn't really have time to stay on campus and linger. Things that I did in undergrad, get involved in clubs, and you meet people in dorm life and all these things, being involved in athletics, you meet a lot of people, but now I don't really have time for that. I told myself, like, I did all these things in undergrad, I'm really just trying to complete the courses and move on to the next phase of life. And then as far as work goes, there was only one person that I really felt like my personality like resonated with. That person, we got along pretty well, but for the most part I just didn't have any friends at work. And that's one of those things where it's like, I know that you go to school and you go to work and you don't go to these places to make friends. You go obviously to get good grades, complete a degree program, and to go and to complete a task and get paid. But then it's also a bonus if you get along really well with the people. And I just felt very, very lonely. Working a job for a year and not really making any friends at all, that's like literally the worst feeling, because you wake up every day, you dread it, you know, like, okay, I'm just going here because I need to make sure that this bill is paid, and that's it. I'm just going. I'm not going because I like these people. I'm not going because like these people are my favorite people in the world. I'm just going because I have to. I know without a doubt that the reason why I appreciate my new job so much is because I had to work a job that I was just completely miserable at, and I had to keep persisting at it, and I had to keep telling myself, just do this, just make it through this, just stay patient, keep applying for jobs until you find a job. Don't quit, because there were a lot of times I worked the job until May. It was a whole year that I worked this job, and I wanted to quit in October. There was like a particular instance that caused me to just want to quit. There were a lot of situations where, you know, just like butting heads with certain personalities. I don't get along too well with like passive aggressive behavior, so there were a lot of times where I just want to be like, cut the shit, man, like give it to me straight. Don't like say, you know, don't beat around the bush. It's a very exhausting feeling to be in a situation where you're around a lot of hypersensitive personalities and you can't speak your mind and you can't be honest, or you can't even be you, because it's seen as, you know, too abrasive, or you're too abrasive is the only word that I think is appropriate in this situation. So essentially you have to be this fake personality of yourself, all because you're like, I need a solidified form of income and I can't just drop everything and quit on the spot. Like, I need to make a rational decision when the time is right, and when I'm offered a position, then I will go. So until that point, like, I'm just gonna bend my head down, keep doing the work, and I'm not gonna say anything. And it doesn't matter if I don't have friends. It doesn't matter if I'm completely miserable. It doesn't matter if I go home every day and cry to my boyfriend about how I'm being so mistreated and how I hate the environment that I'm in. I know now when I go to work, there are people that are excited and happy, and genuinely just appreciative of the work that I do and happy to see me. And something that I'm not used to is like every day people will say, thank you for your hard work, thank you for your hard work. And that's something, it's like, I'm not used to, like, people like acknowledging, like, I don't need a pat on the back every day, but for somebody to tell you like, thank you for your hard work, and somebody like who's in a position where you want to be, to acknowledge that is amazing, and it just does so much for me. That is all. Hopefully this all comes together cohesively, because this is kind of like all over the place right now, but I have faith in myself that I will get it together in the editing process. But that is all that I have for you guys. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, like the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.